having an opportunity to work with. The first one you're all familiar with is being a beauty consultant. Teach skincare and color cosmetics, help women feel good. But the first position in this business is that of a sales director. And our job description is to teach women how to have a successful home-based business. And Sean Key says how to help women stand in the gap to have the best lives ever. You know, as a sales director, give yourself a 300% rate, 36% in commission. You can drive that BMW that stands for bold, motivated women, big, massive women. Or you can take it to the pink Cadillac. You can travel the world on Mary Kay and take your husband. The relationships are unspeakable. National Sales Director Katie D. Lewis, I got to know her in Rome. She's my daughter's godmother, and her husband's my daughter's godfather. Didn't I pick a great team? Another Benjamin, I got to know her on my first top director's trip. She showed me how to act, what to say, and what not to do, and just act like I know what I'm doing. Get excited. All of these nationals have impacted my lives. Not only that, you are 18 months away from becoming a national sales director. And that's what I want you to understand, that those of us that are right here on the threshold, it's not just for us, it's for each and every one of us as the company is striving to just keep the heritage of Mary Kay Ash going the way she found it and to increase the legacy. So I want you to clearly understand that to have a new executive mindset. How do you see yourself as a CEO and executive recruiter? You're not building a team to have recruits underneath you. You are building power partners to have offspring national sales directors for life. That's how you build and deepen wide. That's how you build a rock-solid foundation of assets. Just imagine. National Maritime Elite Inner Circle, Barbara Sunday. She told the top directors in Beijing, now is the time to be more than you can be. Because she came into this business, just imagine, she retired at over $16 million. That is 60% of that is something like $67,000 spread, 65 through 80. And it's estimated she is getting another $9 million, still growing when her domestic dollars in on her U.S. Are you understanding a generational inheritance? But it's because she didn't just build recruits. She built 32 national sales directors. 5 of them Elite Inner Circle nationals. 3 of them her personal. 1 of them National Inner Circle, Patricia Turker, sitting right there, who has 7 Austrian national sales directors. And she still has plenty of time to retire. So I want you to imagine, as you see these bricks being laid, when I look up a brick, it is a fire or sun-dried clay built to build a structure. That means sometimes you're going to go through some fires, some trials. You got to go through some trials and tribulations. Sometimes you got to keep pressing on through the nose and not hear no, but hear next. Sometimes you might feel like you're out in the sun a lot and feeling a little bit dried up, because maybe you got, like when I first started, 13 no's in a row before I got my first gold medal. Maybe you had to submit DIQ 3 times and then take it all the way in through the finish line like I did in Gloria Mayfield Banks. There is someone in this room you can relate to. Maybe you are coming back for the 2nd or 3rd time, but you know it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And then I saw something in the dictionary I never saw before. It said the British translation for brick is a generous, helpful, reliable person. Is that not what directorship is all about? Is it not what positions us to do, to be givers? One of my dreams is to be able to be a philanthropist, like some of our national sales directors, able to build orphanages, to be able to write a check for anybody's kid for their whole tuition 4 years. Not to have to worry about being able to, when my mom's US dollar is in, well, I have to forfeit my retirement. No, I can keep her going because now I understand to build my business globally, to help my daughter and my consultant's daughters think globally outside the box. Not to be sandwiched, to be limited by any job. The average woman today is retiring, living below poverty. We can't teach our children anymore to go to school and get a good job. You have to teach them to use their education and think outside the box. And to understand that none of your circumstances determine your destiny.
Yes.
The wall is an upright structure to enclose, to divide, and protect. So you can build your own inner circle. You can build a team with like-minded people. That's why you're looking for your power partners. People who think like, who are hungry, who want something more. Not the needy, but the greedy. People who can appreciate it. Then as you build your area, you will divide and multiply and build multiple areas. But you'll be able to protect the dream of our founder, Mary Kay Ash. God first, family second, and career third. You will be able to increase and enhance the dreams of your children's children. Just imagine your great-great-grandchildren or your great-great-nieces, if you do not have any kids, being able to say, I graduated from high school with my dream already funded, 4 years of college tuition paid for, or already coming out of high school as a million-dollar entrepreneur because of the seeds that you planted, or maybe graduating with their house paid for, maybe already having traveled the world internationally before they even get to high school. And their mother will say, it is because your great-great-grandmother or your great-great-aunt said yes, she was a first-generation entrepreneur with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Let's go to Dallas, Texas and see her name on the brick. Do you understand about building the wall? It is not just about you. I just want you, as we get ready these last 90 days, I don't want you to give in to the small voice in your mind. A quick story about last weekend I was traveling to Dallas. And I got ready to get on the shuttle bus from the airport. And I looked and saw I did not have my driver's license. But I also looked and saw that my plane was supposed to be boarding at 9:48. And it was 9:38. Many would have turned back and went to their car and not even got on the shuttle bus to take them to the airport. I mean, to the terminal. I got on anyway. I said, somehow, some way, God, you're going to allow me to get on that plane because there are women waiting for me in Texas. I got to the terminal. Now it is 9:48. The plane is supposed to take off at 10:23. I actually get to Spirit Airlines at 10 o'clock. And they said, you know what? We can get you through, but you're going to have to go to TSA and fill out some paperwork. It's 10 o'clock. You got 12 minutes to do it. Wow. TSA was way down there. So I started running boldly, went to the front of the line. I do not change persons the day before you go on a trip. So all I had was my credit cards, my business card, and a brochure when I was featured on. He said, do you have this, do you have that? No. I got a business card with my picture on. I had this article when I was featured in Mary Kay. I didn't even have to fill out any paperwork. God was stop time. He let me through. But the security, when they check my bag, I get through security. You know 12 minutes has passed. I looked at my gate. And it is beyond out of those doors. Wow. I begin to run with everything in my being. Wow. And I looked and I said, oh my God, I don't know if I can run anymore. The other thing, you got to pack light. What if I had a whole bunch of go to a higher level, you got to unpack the baggage.
That's right, yes.
Things that were taking off your course. You got to let go of some people, some thoughts, and some things.
Yes.
It's so light with a whole lot in it. So I was able to roll and run with it. I get to the corner and I look up. The same one. I see a few people in the door open. I said, God, you're keeping that door open. Give me the strength to run some more. I did run track dog. And I get to the gate and that same lady who said you got 12 minutes was waiting for me. And let me go. When I got to my row, there were 3 women. One was a former toll director. They were all Christians. I had to give my testimony. There was 3 C's, including mine, one for the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. I did not know too much about Spirit Airlines, but all I knew was the Holy Spirit. I want to read you a few words from this song called Just Do You by India Ari. It said, I've heard a voice that told me I'm essential. How all my fears are limiting my potential. Said it's time to step into the light, to use every bit of the power I have inside. So what you waiting for? Who you waiting on? If you don't take a chance, you'll never know what's in store. Just do you. Somebody's got to be a star. Just do you. Somebody's got to raise the bar. Just do you. Somebody's got to change the game. Just do you today. Every mountain needs someone to climb it. Every ocean needs someone to dive it. Every dream needs someone to wish it. Every adventure needs someone to live it. So what are you waiting for? Who are you waiting on? If you don't take a chance, you'll never know what's in store. Just do you. There's a story waiting for you to write it. There's a treasure waiting for you to find it. There's a picture waiting for you to paint it. There's a dollar waiting for you to make it. Just do you. If you create the game, then you create the rules. That's what you do when you work for yourself.
That's right. Yeah.
And if you just be you, there's no way you can lose. So if you create the game, then you create the rules. And if you just be you, there's no way you can lose, because God made each one of you fearfully and wonderfully made. Atlantic City, are you ready to do you and be a game changer?